Imagine, if you will, let's say you'd like to do the unthinkable and try Linux. And because it's your first time, you don't want to use your main computer because you might mess something up. So you instead choose to use an old secondary one. For instance... Fuck. This old ThinkPad. Or... this old ThinkPad. Or... an eMachine. Or... holy shit. This is Dell PowerEdge 1300. And you want to try the Linux distribution known as Arch Linux because modularity and challenge and the community. Which I don't suggest using Arch Linux as a first Linux distribution, but bear with me here. Well, unfortunately, we have a bit of a roadblock. Because you see in 2017, Arch dropped support for 32-bit microprocessors, or IA32, which encompasses all of these. But fret not, because we're not out of luck just yet. So today we're going to be installing Arch Linux on this Dell PowerEdge 1300, which has a Pentium 2 microprocessor card at 400 MHz. Like this one. This doesn't have SSC 2, let alone 64-bit support. So let's get started, shall we? Gotta clean this up now, holy shit.
Windows GXRs will return after these messages.
Yeah.
Impressive. Very nice.
Oh, right. So, as you probably guessed, we're not going to be using regular upstream Arch Linux, because that would require recompiling the entire operating system and every package we want to install, which at that point might as well use Gentoo. But no, at least not right now. I just did that, and if I do it again, I'm gonna go insane. Or more insane anyway. Luckily, all of the hard work has already been done for us in the form of Arch Linux 32, which, just as it sounds, is a project to continue Arch Linux support for 32-bit microprocessors. I originally thought it was more of a tech demo, but as it turns out, it's actually very complete, and even mainable if you really wanted to, but we'll get into that. So Arch Linux 32 comes in 3 different flavors. Firstly, i486. Yes, Arch on a fucking 486. And then we have i686, which is for processors newer than the Pentium Pro. And because we have a Pentium 2, which is newer than the Pentium Pro, we're going to be using that one. Whoa, pre-planning, my beloved. And lastly, there's Pentium 4 for newer NetBurst machines with SSE 2, which is nice since then those newer systems aren't stuck with just the instructions of an i486 or a Pentium Pro class processor. They'll certainly need them. So now we have our installation media picked, let's have a look at the computer, shall we? Don't let the form factor fool you. This ain't no pussy-ass Dimension. This is a Dell PowerEdge 1300, right from the year 2000. With a slot 1 Deschutes Pentium 2 clocked at 400 MHz, enough RAM to open half a Chrome tab, all stable to an i440BX chipset that's been infested by the ATI 3D Rage 2C graphics processor, which as you're about to see is more of a graphics impediment. Like, just give me a fucking ATP slot, and S3 Verge would have been an improvement. You know, inside this case, which is built to fuck. Man, like, look at this shit. So you want to change the RAM? It's behind the power supply. Now you might be thinking, oh no, you gotta unscrew the power supply. Nah, bitch, check this shit. Gotta unplug it first. Go Gadget power supply, they put it on a goddamn hinge. It holds 1 GB maximum, but I only have 2 256 MB sticks, and with 512 it doesn't boast, so it only has 640 MB of total system memory, which is plenty, but I'm still sad. Want to remove the hard disk? Well, first you gotta put the power supply back. And then you gotta unplug it. Front plate, push this thing down, push it like that, and then it kind of comes off like that. Pull this handle up like this. Now you're granted access to the mainframe. Grab onto it, fucking pull it down. And then this has no right being this cool. 8.5 GB, don't you worry, we'll be getting back into this, and we'll definitely be hearing it later. Make sure you choose the one closest to the terminator. You're gonna have problems. Also, since we're in here, we need networking to install Arch Linux 32, so I'm gonna just put this sound card in here. Just like put it in the fucking... Well, I don't know how satisfying this was last time, but it's called Knoppix on a server, among other things. Among other things. They still call me a furry for that one. Non-fair screw, because masochism. Also, yes, Sound Blaster and server, because fuck you. Fuck raid cards and a DRAC, I'm gonna install 6 Sound Blaster lives. I do be needing that 6-speaker surround. So as you saw, this is a whole-ass server, just in a tower form factor, which is very useful if you don't have a rack, like me. I am still working on it. No, you can't see my progress, you gotta pay for that. Anyways, let's put this shit in the fuck. Oh, forgot to plug it in. That makes sense. God damn it. Don't worry, it's not broken, it just sounds like that. What? No, wait, this isn't... This definitely wasn't supposed to be a free BSD video, but that didn't work. Fun thing about this being a server is it insists on testing every last square inch of the RAM before starting up, which means this post-process takes like 13 years. Oh, that sound! This is my 8.5GB Ultra 2 SCSI hard disk. Hey, there we go! Whoa, what the fuck? Good lord, this looks so wrong. Okay, so we're gonna pick the first option, which is just booting BIOS mode i686. So now it's loaded the kernel. Now it's loading the microcode, which I'm pretty sure we don't need any, but it's gonna load it anyway because, okay, now we're gonna load the init RAMFS. Why do you need the AMD, what? Alright, hasn't crashed yet. That's a start and a half. That's very good. So now it's going to start loading the kernel, but it's going to not show us any of it because I guess it's scared that I'll get scared. This part takes about as long as the BIOS's RAM test. Now it's going to start doing this thing. I don't know what that does. Holy shit, cow space! Nice, and as you can see, welcome to Arch Linux 32. Interesting. I mean, there's nothing in the floppy drive, so that might be what it's complaining about. Okay, it's fine. Well, it's looking good so far. Reach target login prompts. Oh, hey, here we go. So this part's fun. Wow, this part takes fucking ages. I just want a prompt. Give me the prompt. What the fuck? Whoa. It worked the first time. Okay, that wasn't supposed to work. Okay, so I might have done a little bit of pre-testing. Don't worry about it. Anyways, so now what we need to do is make sure the network is working. So what we're going to do is type in IPA. Ah, fuck. Oh. I forgot to plug the cable in, didn't I? Oh, god damn it. Okay, give me... Yeah, the cable's right here. What the fuck? Alright, let's get this shit over there. It's not long enough to reach, is it? Oh, god. You gotta be fucking kidding me. God damn it. Okay, that's figured out. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, that's better. So now we need to format the hard disk. Now you're probably wondering why we aren't just using Arch install, and the reason for that is because I haven't tried it personally, but I hear it's unstable on Arch Linux 32, so I might as well do it the more manual way anyway. It's really not that hard, I say, after, you know, installing Gentoo, which makes everything else feel pretty easy. So what we need to do is do fdisk, because we can use regular fdisk, because this is regular MBR, not APM. So dev SDA. So now we're going to print it, and I wonder when that got there. It's like I already did this once and needed to record it again. So what we're gonna do instead of that is we're just gonna create a new DOS partition table using O, and now we can do it again. Anyways, so now we need to create a new partition using N, and then it's going to be a primary partition, and it's going to be partition number 1, and the first sector is going to be the default, and the last sector is going to be plus 2 gigabytes, since we need a swap partition. Now we need to make the root partition, which is primary partition, and then 2 first sector. Now last sector we can just press enter because that's the entire disk. So now if we print it back, That looks just the same as I had done it before. Very nice. So it's like nothing happened. Except the disk identifier is different. Anyway. So now what we need to do is make our root partition bootable. And we do this by using, I think it's A. Partition number 1. Okay, so yeah, it is A. So this will set the... Oh. Okay. So now that the bootable flag is now set on partition 2, if we print it back, there we go. So now we have the star next to SDA2. That means it's bootable. It would be very problematic if that wasn't enabled because the dumb as shit BIOS wouldn't know what to boot. So that's good. So now what we need to do is write our changes to the disk. That drive sounds amazing. So now we can ignore those. List it again. Is that drive bad? Let's do it every time. Now I'm curious. Oh. That's a bad disk. I forget what these are for, but... Well, would you look at that? You can do that. I had no idea. I distinctly don't remember that being a thing. So now we need to make the file system. So mkfs.ext4/dev/sda 2. Nice. I don't know, it's kind of satisfying to see, like, computers take time doing things, I guess. As weird as that sounds, seeing it take time is weirdly satisfying. So now that our partition table is made on the second partition, or the root partition, we're now going to mkswap/dev/sda1. Now we can swap it on. And there we go. So now if we do free-h, capitalization does matter. We now have 2 gigabytes of swap and about 606 megabytes of memory. That reason being because I think about 40 megabytes has been stolen by the ATI Rage 2C graphics processor, which has no right using that much because it's like shit, so, you know. Now we need to mount it, so that's mount/dev/sda2 MNT, which that's what the guide says to do. So that's the cool thing about Arch Linux 32 is that there isn't an official guide on their website, but it's fully compatible with the Arch Linux guide, so you just need to follow that until it just stops working. We'll get into that. So now if we do lsblk, as we can see, Arch ISO is mounted, we can see swap is mounted, and that we have devsda2 mounted in MNT. So now if we do ls, the fuck that's not you do that. If we do ls/MNT, we've got a fresh, lovely drive here for our expedition. So now we're going to run the command packstrap. Ugh, no, Linux equals is the Ash firmware. Now this command is my favorite because this is the uwu senpai please install operating system for me nya command. You know the stage 3 tarball in Gentoo? This is that, basically, except instead of it being a tarball, it uses packstrap, and it's going to install the packages in the group base, and then Linux firmware for all of our lovely proprietary shit. So now if we press enter, this will basically install the operating system. It also does that. This part takes a really long time. Something's wrong with this. Is that gonna work? That's better. Keeping this handy just in case. Oh god. What? Okay, you've got to be careful with that. You know, there we go. We're good. Okay. Oh my god, it's still going. Yeah, I really am up at 12 a.m. on a Friday night recording myself installing fucking Arch Linux on a Pentium 2. I mean, look, you're the one who's probably watching this also alone. Oh my god, it's done. So now what it's doing is updating package databases, which is essentially like sudo apt update. And now it's downloading the packages. And as you can see, it's got a couple of them. Even though the resolution's fucked up, we apparently have something resembling a frame buffer, which means I can't, like, scroll up the terminal at all. I swear to god, VGA text would be more useful. So as you can see, we're actually installing like a new as fuck version of the Linux kernel, which, I mean, it's not as new as Upstream, but I guess they do need time to make sure they work, because your kernel not working is like kind of bad. So of course it's doing it in order of file size, which means here in a second it's gonna blast off to fucking space. Yeah, this is fun to watch. So now it needs to check the keys in the keyring, and then check the package integrity. So now it's basically making sure the packages we downloaded came intact. And as we can see, it didn't fucking work. So this is why I test things before recording them most of the time. This is one of the huge problems with Arch Linux 32. Expired PGP keys. It's not rare, it's been broken for kind of a while. And if we actually follow their instructions for fixing broken keyrings, which starts with pacman. So pacman-s arch linux -keyring. Also arch linux, which this is on the website. This is what it says to do if the keyring is broken, which is what that is. Oh, ugh, I spelled it wrong. God damn it. So now this essentially tells it to download updated keyring packages, which should help us. Oh, right, okay. So because this is the version of Pacman on the install CD, you actually need to pacman-syu first. Because we need package databases for it to know where the packages are. My bad. Maybe don't. Yeah, okay, well now that those databases are updated, I'm not really that good at Arch Linux, and I barely know how to use this. Anyway, oh, well, it gave the, it told me what to do right there. I am really dumb. So as we can see, there are new keyrings from recently. So now if we proceed with the installation by pressing Y, it'll now check the packages, and it will say that they're corrupted. That's because the signature that's been used to sign these new keyring packages is also bad. So essentially we need keyrings to update the keyring, but the updated keyring also requires those keys, so you have a bit of a chicken and egg problem. So what we need to do is basically just do Y. And then just do Y. So you might be wondering, well, how the hell do you fix that? And the answer is something absolutely gross and disgusting. nano/etc/pacman.conf. Now if we go into the configuration for Pacman and we scroll down a little bit, what we need to do is see this thing that says sig level. What we're going to do is go to the end of it, delete all this, and we're going to put in never. Now what this does is it basically disables PGP verification entirely, which is gross and disgusting, and they should really fix this. So now if we just Control X, save it, enter, what happens now if we try to install these, and we press Y, it will download them, and it will install just fine. You shouldn't have to do this, and as you're about to see, it gets worse. And this part takes a stone age, because Arch Linux has a couple more keys than Arch Linux 32. You know, 1 or 2. So now with the keys updated, you might be thinking, oh, so now we can just re-enable verification, and we can see if that works, right? And just do it that way, because all of the weirdness is done. Well, if we come over here, sig level, we now set it to the original, which is required. I probably spelled that wrong. I am so bad at spelling. You'd think I'd be good at spelling. God damn it. Okay, so now if we do this part. Okay, this wasn't in my testing. Okay, missing require. That's bad. What? Okay, so maybe pacman-key init. We might need to do that. This is a different problem. Did it get worse since the last time I tried it? Oh no, this. I already tried it in testing. This doesn't do anything. We just downloaded them. We shouldn't have to refresh them. I swear, if this got worse since the last time I did this. What? So close, but yet so far. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm pretty sure we already did this after installing the package. I guess it's worth a shot, right? Let's see if this works. God damn it. Okay, let's see if we can at least get to where we were before. This apparently got worse since the last time I tried it. I'm in genuine shock. Alright. Well, I wasn't expecting that. It was only a little bit broken before, but now it's very broken. What I was expecting it to do is it would fail again, but with expired keys, just like it did before, because the ones in the packages were out of date, but I'm no. Okay, well, we installed them already. We already installed the packages for the keys, so this shouldn't be necessary, but it says it on the website. since we have both Arch Linux and Arch Linux 32 keys, this is going to take probably all night. And I didn't want to do this, but I need to make sure that, like, my first, during testing, the partial run I did of this wasn't the reason why it ended up working. Mostly. It does say to do this, but, again, this is just going out to the key servers and getting new keys. We downloaded the key packages, so this shouldn't change. This shouldn't be necessary, but the website says to do it, so I guess I'm gonna do it. See you guys in like 4 hours, I guess. Wow, this is fucked. Oh, you thought I was kidding. No, it's the next day again. This video's coming out late. Okay, so now that that's done, we should now be able to pack strap it. I barely remember what I was doing yesterday. Yeah, now that the keys are reinitialized, which should have done nothing. Okay. What? Okay, wait. Did I re-enable signature verification? Yeah, okay. No celebrating just yet. Still need to fix that. I took notes. Yes, paper notes. Don't judge me. So this should do it. Control X, Y, enter. It being who knows. Okay, so it just has the R in it this time. That's good. So now... Oh. Well, okay then. Why does that work? So if I were to guess, this probably means that the key packages are bad, which isn't much better. Now here's the thing, is this part gonna work? And also, why is it only 95? Did some packages verify properly and those actually did end up getting downloaded? I don't know. So it's already much less broken than last time, so maybe that key refresh has something to it. So in my testing, this is where it failed. Has the situation improved since I last tested it? What the fuck? Okay, so it has gotten better since the last time I tried it. It usually fails there. This is working as it should, so far. I'll have to look into that. If I figure out anything else, I'll put it on screen, but I'm 90% sure Pacman key refresh shouldn't be required. That should be in the packages. Support for root file system on NFS? Does that mean that I could run an install of Linux off of a networked file system? Okay, that might need some investigation. Oh god, you're not building the kernel, right? No, it can't be. It's going too fast to be building the kernel. Oh, maybe it's building an initramfs. Doing it again, what the fuck? And there we go. I actually wasn't expecting that. Like, actually, I kind of expected it to fail on verification again, because that's what it did last time, but I don't know. I guess they fixed it, which, yay. That's good. It just makes a lot of my notes not applicable, which is unfortunate. Anyways, now Arch Linux is basically installed, but before we can try out our new installation, we need to perform a couple more steps. First of which is generating an fstab. And yes, I did say generate because Arch Linux doesn't have you write the fstab manually. Instead it has a command called gen fstab. So now essentially what this will do is it's going to generate an fs tab and put it in mount etc fs tab. And it's done. So now if we come over here, and as we can see, we now have an FS tab, even using UUIDs instead of using block device names, which is supposedly more reliable. Yes, I know you can run this on Gentoo too, but I mean, installing Gentoo really did just make installing every other operating system feel boring and mundane. So now what we need to do is set the system time zone, so this is ln, I think, /etc. So, or no, est, what the fuck? EST, which is my time zone, which is very handy, just kind of a thing. Actually this won't work. You know why? We need to actually chroot first. So I'm just gonna run that. That's not gonna do anything. What? Alright, whatever. Well, the point is first we need to actually chroot into our new installation, which you might think, oh, that starts off with mounting everything and then chrooting in, and actually, no, it doesn't. This is much easier, and it's just arch-chroot, which does all of the mounting for you. And then we type in where we want. Give it a couple minutes. And now we're running on the Arch installation that is actually on the computer. So if we do ls/, I think we might hear the hard drive. Yeah, okay, that counts, I guess. So now we're gonna run the same command, which it's not in the buffer anymore. God damn it. Okay. That's what it says in the wiki. Small screen, my favorite. What is F? Force. Remove existing destination files. So I don't know what A would have done, but maybe it's not important. How do you exit this again? So instead of using A, we're just gonna do F, and I guess it's okay with that. Sys to HC. This should update the hardware clock, and it did. Some locals, let's go. And that's done. Now I need to set the system locale, nano/etc. Excuse me? Okay. Okay, how the fuck do you expect? Okay, whatever. Pacman-S. This should work, I don't know. And nano. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Yes, import it, okay. Fucking hell. I have to update it. I have to update it on the actual installation. Okay, for now we're gonna live dangerously. I'm not maining this. I can't. I don't have an editor. So there's no VI, there's no Vim, there's no Nano, there's no Micro. And I can't install any of them because I need to... Okay. No, this is fine. We'll just have to do this the difficult way. MNT, ETC. No, it's not portage. Okay, so this is the one for the installation. As we can see, it's in mount. Holy shit. Okay, SIG level, never. Now we're CH rooted back in. And now we can get Nano. Now we have a text editor that is much better than not having a text editor. Okay, so key map equals... Okay, so first we need to actually see what key maps there are. So, what it looks like we're going to do is we're just going to not touch this. We're going to leave it alone, and we're going to hope it chooses US by default, because I don't think we actually have to set this since it's US UTF-8. I think that's like default, so I don't know. Now we need to edit the system host name, so this is nano/etc/hostname. What are we gonna put in here? Arch uwu. Now we don't need to generate a new initramfs because we just did that like 5 minutes ago. Now we need to set the root password. Don't forget to do this, this part's important. And the cool thing is I can set whatever the fuck password I want and it won't yell at me. And I don't have to spend 30 minutes looking through forums trying to figure out how to turn that shit off. Gentoo, I'm looking at you. Also, very important, we also need a fucking bootloader. I like how on the guide that's just a footnote, which you could easily miss if you don't look at it closely enough, which I guess is more of a Arch Linux litmus test. It works by actually just not letting you boot into the computer. So I'm pretty sure all we need to do is pacman-s grub. It's easier since this is normal computer and not fucking PowerPC. Grub-install. It's funny it's i386, but I bet this wouldn't boot a 386. So this is the grub install command to the target i386 PC, which I'm gonna guess is just MBR, and to the disk dev SDA. So if we run this, lovely computer noises. Wow, it's getting hammered in there. God, I wish that were me. No, it's all one command. Oh man, I love this drive so much. It's so noisy. I have a special thing for noisy hard disks. So as we can see, it found the initramfs, it found the Linux kernel, and it's not running OS Prober, which doesn't matter because all we have is an Arch installation. And it's done. Arch is installed, so now if we just reboot the computer, it should boot right into Arch Linux. Well, here we go. Let's see if it works. There was a little bit of corner cutting, so I'm like genuinely curious. So this should reboot the computer. We can do that. Okay, sure. Reboot. And now the computer is restarting for the fucking long-ass RAM test. I'm gonna remove this disk out of here so it doesn't try to boot off of it. Ooh, it's warm. Hey, there we go. Nice. That's a start. So now I just gotta boot into Arch. Nice. Loading Linux. Loading Linux. Oh, my favorite. And you might notice it's like kind of a good resolution right now. Well, don't get used to it. Holy shit!
That's the weed number.
So what it's doing right now is booting the kernel, but it's not going to tell us because it's shy. Hey, here we go. Progress. Interesting, it insists on cleaning the hard drive every time. And there we go! A login prompt! You log in using our information from before, log in using root. Password we set earlier. Now, I don't know if it's going to be fun or not. Is it going to be fun? Or is it going to work? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's a problem. I'm not sure why it does that, what exactly it means even, but it takes a couple of tries to log into it. So that we're using, yep, okay, so it worked that time. It's really arbitrary how many of those it takes to get signed into it. I had to go on for like 5 minutes trying to get into the installation CD once to like investigate something. Have I mentioned there's been a bit of testing? And so now let's go ahead and install NeoFetch. So pacman -s NeoFetch. Because of course we're going to install NeoFetch. Oh, I love this hard drive. Oh, what? Oh no. Do we have... Okay, well, back into the install CD. Okay, alright. Pro tip, don't install Arch and forget networking. We need DHCP CD. Get a DHCP IP address. Well, as you install Arch Linux or perform system maintenance, I think system maintenance would be a little bit too generous for what we're doing here. About fucking time. Now I just need to wait 13 years for the fucking Mati to show up. Just watch as it does the weird free pointer thingy like 13 times and I'm here for 4 hours before I can actually do it. I fucking called it. God damn it. So that means it's gonna stop and it's gonna do the weird okay thing and is it gonna work this time? I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be right back. Oh my god, again. What the fuck? Seriously? Finally. What the fuck? Okay, so thank fuck. Okay. Oh, running in chroot. I didn't see that. It's like I saw command start. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, okay, never mind. So it's actually enable, so it'll start up on boot. Very nice. Okay, sit. Right. To exit. And now we can reboot. Okay. Well, that's good. God damn it. Okay, alright, looking good so far. Recovering journal. I wonder why the journal would be damaged. I have no idea. Patience gone. Okay, now we're just going to restart the computer using the fancy restart the computer button. I see the frame buffer has been returned to monkey, so now let's see if this works. I doubt it's going to work first try like last time, but hey, I guess I can hope. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you saw last time where it didn't work first try. So anyway, thank God. Now let's install NeoFetch. So pacman -s NeoFetch. Sure. I love that. Okay, why? Much better. Okay, that was very fast. Okay, well, I mean, I guess NeoFetch is nice and small, so let's clear out here, do NeoFetch. Nice. Look at that. Arch Linux 32 i686 running on a PowerEdge 1300. That's amazing. This looks so wrong. And since there were some people arguing about it in the comments of a prior video, you two know who you are. Talking about the RAM usage of NeoFetch by running NeoFetch. So I guess for you, we can just do freed.sh. Which I think is pretty much as light of a way to measure the RAM usage that is physically possible. And as we can see, it's 1 megabyte less. So there you go, 68 megabytes of RAM usage on this fucking Pentium 2. This is nice. Yes, that is the key update screen. While you weren't looking, I updated it. So anyways, just out of curiosity, I noticed that I accidentally set the key verification level incorrectly when I tested it. You might notice I made it optional trusted only, which isn't the default. It's actually required database optional. So that's bad. I bet none of these packages that we installed to make this operating system install are signed, which is great. So just to see if I'm right or if I'm wrong, I'm gonna test it out and we're gonna see. Now I just need to edit the fucking required database optional. So now if we control X, Y, enter, now we need to install something. Fuck. Let's see. Pacman. Let's just see if there are any updates. Dash SYU. No. Dash SYU. Okay, that part works. So as we can see, we have an update for SQLite, Z Standard, libsec comp, CA certificates, and GNUtils. Since when does GNUtils get an update? Whatever. So that works out. We're gonna press Y, and we're gonna see if this works. Interesting. Okay. So, these are the ones that it has by default when installing Pacman, so fine, I guess the keys do work. You just need to refresh them the hard way first. Which I guess it's good that they say that, but still, I checked the official Arch Linux documentation and you shouldn't have to do that ever, because the packages should have up-to-date keys in them. So now that we have this server running Arch Linux, let's try and do some server things with it, because a rolling release server is definitely a very good idea. And since it's a server, let's try doing it remotely. So that will require installing SSH, dash server, I think. Okay. Well, does Pacman have a search function? Star. No, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go look it up then. Or what about if we look it up on here? Let's just do pacman-s links. So, links google.com. Okay, very nice. Looking good so far. Align mode web browser on the Pentium 2. SSH server Arch Linux. Secure shell. Implementations, drop air, open SSH. I just wanted SSH, what the fuck? I know we probably already have OpenSSH, or not, okay, whatever. Maybe OpenSSHD is part of OpenSSH, but I remember them being different packages. Okie dokie, so now if we do SSHD. Okay, that's good. Well, it's nano/etc/underscore config. And we need to set root login to yes, because security is my fucking mortal enemy. Security can fuck off. Well, enter. Now systemctl. Enable SSHD. I really thought they were different packages. I didn't know they were both part of OpenSSH. Systemctl start. Systemd, so consistent. Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck? This is the longest systemctl start SSHD I have seen in my life. Okay. Thank God. So IPA. So there's our IP address, so now we can just connect to it. Hi, welcome to my computer. Finally, without an Xbox Live looking ass microphone. So now what we're gonna want to do is open PuTTY so that we can SSH into it. Should probably adjust the font first. That looks good. Now I need bigger. There we go. I can't see, so that works. And there we go. So now if I just put in root. That's way too big, but okay. And eventually I can hear the fucking hard drive behind me. Holy shit. Is it gonna do the free thing over SSH, or is it really just taking this long? Okay, we're good. Just to show you I'm not like pulling your leg or anything, if we do neofetch. As we can see, there we go. Arch Linux 32 running on the Pentium 2 Deschutes at 397 megahertz. Nice. /CPU info. I can actually scroll up now. How fucking fancy. So now that we have an SSH connection, what should we install on it? Well, I mean, this is a server, so I suppose it would be very un-Windows-G of me to not try Minecraft. I mean, look, it's got almost 400 megahertz. I mean, that's definitely more than 0, and I feel like it would be silly if we didn't try it. Arch Linux 32 does have OpenJDK, so there's nothing stopping us. So, yeah, let's just do that. Pacman-s. I think it's OpenJDK-11-JRE. So that'll give us the OpenJDK 11 Java runtime environment. See if this works. I love the delay. Oh. I bet just like OpenSSH, it's going to be fucking called something different, isn't it? Is there at least a meta package for the latest JRE? Or no. Oh god. Luckily, since we're on my main computer, I don't need to go very far to look up shit when I'm being dumb. Okay, gonna want to censor those anyway. God damn it. What the fuck? That sure is a package name. Okay. Sure. Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally fine. No, that makes complete sense. No, that's fine. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Now I have a fuck ton of dependencies, because of course it does. Now it's going to select Y and enter. And now we're installing, downloading OpenJDK. Very nice. On a fucking Pentium 2. I can't imagine this going well. Luckily, if it doesn't, I have a secret weapon. What the fuck? Maybe we need to update. Updates? Interesting. Well, I guess you might as well install those. Upgrading Linux firmware. Oh god. If this requires a reboot, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, so let's try OpenJDK once more. Okay, that looks good. Yes. Of course, it just needed an update. It just needed an update, guys. It's fine now. Don't worry about it. It was like fucking yesterday that I updated it last, which makes this very interesting, but I mean, it works. It's not like the key package is being still broken or anything. This is forgivable. Installing Jerry dash OpenJDK dash headless. Oh god. Okay, that's good. Nice. Okay, well, let's see. Java dash version. What the fuck? Okay. OpenJDK 17 on a fucking Pentium 2. Let's go. Oh god, this is gonna be a mess. Let's get paper. Ooh, hey. Yes, I'm gonna use fucking paper 1.12 because I absolutely hate myself. So wget this. Oh. wget, okay. Okay. Why does it not? I think even Gentoo came with wget to nearly 3 megabytes per second. Okay. Well, see, the fun thing about paper is because they don't want to get their ass sued by Mojang, the first run requires compiling it beforehand, which takes quite a lot of CPU power, so this will be sure interesting. So java-jar. Since it's going to be doing that, I think I should probably give it more memory, so -xmx 512 megabyte. So that's 512M. Java-jar, paper. There we go. So let's see. Downloading vanilla jar. Yep, that's exactly what it's going to do. Pretty sure doing this on this computer is a death sentence, but whatever. Here's the fun part. Wait a minute. Loading libraries. Is it trying to start it now? If this is it trying to start the server, we're fucked. Okay. Right. Okay. Fun thing is, I think we actually can start it with more RAM since we have so much swap. Because Linux treats swap just the same as regular memory, just like slow regular memory. So -h. Yeah, we got 2 spare gigs. We're good. We got this. So what is in here now? Okay. The jar is here. The same size. That checks out. Okay, whatever. I don't know. It's fucking magic. Anyway, so let's accept the EULA. So, I definitely read it. Okay, so now we're gonna nano server.properties. It's not gonna generate a full 10 chunks. It's gonna piss itself before generating that much. Okay, so we're gonna start the server again, and we're gonna give it fucking 1.5 gigabytes, most of which is swap. I see this going perfectly fine. Alright, loading libraries again. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Okay, alright, well, starting Minecraft server version 1.12.2 on the Default port. Okay. When it starts to generate the world, shit's gonna go to fuck real quick. Preparing start region for level 0. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna take a little while. Oh no. View distance 10. There's no fucking way. Okay, alright, well now it's time for the nether. Now do keep in mind, these are just spawn chunks, so it shouldn't have to do this every time, but the fact it's this slow is not very promising. Now, will the TPS be at least 10? This is certainly faster than the overworld, so that's good. Okay, now it's doing the end. Okay. Done. 418.115 seconds. Holy shit. Okay. We're going great so far, fellas. Dare I do it? Give it a moment. What? No, I refuse. It stopped. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Connecting to it right now would be a horrible idea, so let's reduce the render distance a little bit. I think it goes to 4, so we're gonna do that. Okay, so try starting the server again. I think we can go higher, so I'm gonna give it... See, that's so much faster. Okay, nice. So let's see what the TPS is now. 18? 18. Okay, 17. 16. Well, the fact this is running at all is very surprising to me, so let's see how this goes. Now, did I put in the IP address correctly? Oh god, I did. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Holy shit. Holy shit? Wait, okay. I feel like we've seen worse. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Look, the fact this is working at all is very surprising to me. Wow. Okay. Well, if it gets... Okay, no. Why is this working? Okay. Look, it runs like shit, but this is a Pentium fucking 2. Let's go. Give me the fucking victory, mate. Only true old viewers will remember. The fact that this is working at all. I know, it runs... like... What? No, wait. What? Okay, it's still... I swear, sometimes 2B has worse performance. I mean, you know, with... Ugh. 8 TPS. Okay. So I might have made a thing. See if this works. Okay, that's good. Very nice. Okay, now that it's started, if we run PL, as we can see, there's my plugin. Connect again. Okay, so I'm not going to explain this plugin very much because it's like for a different project. If you really want to know what it does, then go find it and read the GitHub repo. But if we run /neofetch, I'm still kind of proud of this. As we can see, it's a neofetch but it's in Minecraft. So we can see the uptime, we can see what GPU, we can see the CPU and the usage percentage. We even have another command, so let's do /load fetch. And as we can see, it has one Pentium 2 Deschutes at 397 megahertz, and it's at 100%. This plugin isn't finding the information itself, it's just essentially parsing NeoFetch and then piping that into chat and also console, so it's like not that incredible, but being able to see what's in the computer and the usage percentage is still pretty cool. If we walk around a little bit, that's a good sign. Yep. Oh no. So the server's having a lot of trouble keeping track of me. I've outran it on foot. Oh no, what the fuck? Okay. So as we can see, this performance is like pretty bad. I mean, it's amazing that it works at all running fucking 1.12. But let's try doubling the processing power.
Your time has come.
You are going someplace very safe.
Come over here, bitch.
So yeah, as you probably guessed, this server is capable of symmetric multiprocessing. Or in layman's terms, you can put two fucking CPUs in it. And it just so happens that the CPU I showed in the intro is a matched pair with that one. So let's just get this fucking CPU Terminator out of here. Yes, I am using a butter knife. Fuck you. By far not the worst time I've ever done that. Gotta put in the way with the fucking gold contacts here this way. Where's the hole? Found it.
Time for the moment of truth.
Hey, there we go. So let's see if it actually is picking up the CPU. And as we can see, it has two CPUs. Very nice. So now I just gotta see if it works. Just gonna press the... There we go. Gotta wait for this whole ass RAM test. Huh. This Terminator is basically just resistor packs and a few capacitors. I suppose this works like the SCSI Terminator, which basically just keeps signals from reflecting. Because just like those hard drives, if it listens to its own thoughts for too long, it becomes unstable, breaks down, and cries in the shower. Just like me. Just instead of a Terminator, I use Breakcore. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Okay, nice. Let's go look at that. Two CPUs. I wonder who did that. That was fast. Nice. So now if we do cat/proc/CPU info, we have two processors instead of one processor. Nice. So what happens if we run the server now? Probably won't be like actually 2 times as fast since like CPU scheduling and you know, law of diminishing returns and all that, but I think we should still have a pretty healthy bump. Okay, so that scaled amazingly. It took what, like 70 seconds? To start last time, and now it took 40, so not exactly 2 times, but nearly, which, you know, scales better than I thought. So let's see here. Oh, yep, that's better, I think. I should have checked it before actually logging in, but whoa, okay, that was faster. Okay. 15. 15. That's definitely higher than 8. What the fuck? Wait. Okay. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised we did put in a whole other CPU, but still, to see it scale like this. So, it's only using 96% of the CPU, but it has 2 of them. Okay. Okay, so my plugin might be broken in a couple of cases. It's not 36 TPS. But still, the fucking CPU isn't being pegged to death. It's only 90%. Which, given the fact it was locked at 100 before, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay, so let's load some new chunks here, and let's see if we can outrun it like we did before. It's a world generation that actually, like, causes CPU load, so... Yeah, there's a little block lag. By a little, I mean a lot of block lag. Like, holy shit. Okay. So walking around killed the TPS. Yeah, but if I stay here for a while, it's fine. Until the JVM crashes. Well then. Well, just as one more test. Okay, so now it's 44 seconds. I wanted to check one more time just in case something was like cached or in RAM or something, so it's more of a fair comparison. And it is 2 seconds shorter, but I guess I was sort of right in that. So let's try and connect one more time. Still though, the fact this runs at all on the Pentium 2 is insane to me, so yeah. I mean, sure, performance isn't that great, and it does crash if you move too far, too much, too quickly, but the fact it works at all. This is a Pentium 2 and a Dell PowerEdge server. It's from 1999, mind you. Minecraft server on a 400 megahertz Pentium 2. And also, 2 of them. Nice.
Now, I really don't suggest using this as a main operating system. While yes, it's fairly complete, and I commend the developers and maintainers for giving hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people another option for keeping these older computers useful, the fucking keyring issues make it really hard to recommend. Because even if you are security conscious, it's really, really not a fast process. It took an hour and a half on this, and of course if you get something faster, it will go faster, but I don't see it taking any less than 20 minutes, which is an awful long time for something you should never have to do in the first place. It's really a shame because other than that, this operating system's great and very complete. It's kind of a shame that it's been ruined for a lot of people because of, well, basically negligence, really. I mean, it's totally possible to automate building new key packages. In fact, I bet it's already automated. It's just whatever system they have doing it doesn't do it often enough, or perhaps more worryingly, the system that makes them is just not working. But we shouldn't have to refresh the keys manually. The packages should definitely contain modern keys. And the worst part is, this doesn't seem to be an uncommon issue. Like, these keys have been broken the entire time I've been testing this operating system, which has so far been a month. Which I find that kind of time for something like that to not work to be unacceptable personally for any sort of mission critical or even like slightly serious personal use. But obviously if you want to use it, it's totally up to you. At least that is the only problem that I've found, and it is very fixable. I'm pretty sure the whole free pointer thingy is because while yes, this operating system is labeled i686, it actually says that it requires SSE, which this CPU doesn't have. That's a Pentium 3 thing. Not going to hold that against Arch Linux 32 though, because from what I've seen, properly communicating IA32 compatibility levels is a complete mess in basically everything. If any of this changes or if I'm just like fucking stupid, which is definitely possible, I'll leave a pinned comment explaining it. If not, it'll probably be someone else's funny shitpost, which you should also read. Any whoosies, huge thank you to Nat, Grot, E for me, X was here, Avon, Nilly, and Sophie144P for supporting the channel, and thank you for watching the video. See you soon, because when this baby hits 88,000 packages, you're gonna see some serious shit. Or maybe check out a video on screen if it interests you. Huh. Well, I suppose I better get started on the 420 videos when it actually comes out on time.